Alright, check this out. This is a Warno helper tool called AAR Labs. It is free, it is on Steam, it will be linked in the description. There are words here I can't read, so I'll just show you. And essentially, it plugs into the Warno ranked system, right? If you're a ranked enthusiast, look, there I am, rank 12. It was higher at the start of the day, but I've been playing 35th US. And, there's multiple tabs. You can zoom in and out if you want. I don't know what the default setting was. So you've got ranked history, right? And it's got all my ranked history since the end of early access, I think. And it'll say, look, so the most recent game I played against somebody who was ranked 542, and I've played against him once and I've won once. It tells you what all his aliases are. It says what my deck is, what his deck was. You can export the deck. So let's say I want to check his deck. You just press this, deck code copied, come in game, and then import, test, and it was a pack deck, and there it is. That was his deck for the game. You can also, if you don't want to open the game for whatever reason, you can open it in a different thing, the War Yes deck builder. So look, you can open it here, and then it'll open the tab, and it'll show you it in the Warriors deck builder with the deck code as well, and it'll give you a summary on what units are there and so on. Right, so it plugs into Warriors, another great tool. That's one thing you can do. It says the rank. It says the amount of elo you gained, which is actually pretty useful given that there's no other way of knowing that. There's no way of knowing that from inside the game. And yeah, so here's a game I played earlier. 35th versus 5th Panzer, 11 versus 71 on Tala, and I click on Wakana, and it says, it goes to his profile. So it says his current rank is 80. He was first seen 2 years ago. He was last seen 24 hours ago. The way it gets the data for these is that you're uploading all your ranked replays to a server, right? When you first download it, it'll say if you want to do that or not. I pressed yeah, because otherwise you can't access other people's data, so that's the trade-off. So the more people download this free app, which is on Steam, right, it's dead simple, the better the statistics will be, because it'll upload all your data, and it'll get more and more accurate, right? So I don't know if he actually has this app. I assume not, and it'll say like from the games that we've seen from the people who've submitted, what kind of divs does he play? So his main div is 5th Panzer, 26 games, right? 79Y and so on, and you can sort by recent. So yeah, I don't know how accurate that is, given that it says he last played his last game was 2nd Infantry Division, when this is clearly 5th Panzer. Maybe that's like the first time he played 2nd Infantry Division. Not sure how that works. And it says like his elo over the years and stuff. And these are the last games I've had against him. So 35th versus 5th Panzer, CLK versus 9th Panzer, the length of the games and so on. And I can copy the replay path. So if I wanted to, get that in my file system, right, I now have the path, so I could open up File Explorer and go straight to that replay or whatever. We should check. So these are the people I've played against recently. So this is Axis. All he ever plays is 2nd Panzergren, but he assures me otherwise. So so according to this, he's had 83 games as 2nd Panzer, which is not correct. It's more like 500 or something. But it's only from the people who have this app who have submitted their things to the internet, right? So my last games against him that were ranked, we played some tournament games, is him on 2nd Panzergren, him on 2nd Panzergren, him on 2nd Panzergren. Apparently 2 years ago he played 8th Infantry. And then, yeah, it says like his, all the names he used to have, right? What his rank has been all this time, what his elo is. You can separate it by season. Here's another guy I played against. He changes his name a lot, like I do. And, there's loads of tabs, so we'll just keep going through it. Remember, it's free. So it shows me, like, my total stats. So, and these are just the ranked games it's qualified. And so I can view it just for Season 4, which went from January 12th to, it's still going on. And it'll say, like, my win rate. And then it'll separate that by win rate versus enemy rank. So when I face somebody in the top 1 to 10, I have a 36% win rate. So that makes a lot of sense, I think. And then for the rest of them, it's above 50. It says my strongest division this season has been Home Defence Region London, which I have a 100% win rate on with 15 games and 15 wins, no losses. The one I've lost the most against is 6 Panzer Grenadier. My best map is Mount River. My worst map is Omen. You can do it for all seasons, so obviously my peak rank is 1. Used to be rank 1. It's calculated 1500 ranked games. Sometimes it misses them because it gets it from your replay folder, so if you delete replays then it doesn't work properly. Yeah, I win a lot. I don't know if this is... Oh. Yeah, apparently... Interestingly enough, not particularly surprising, my average game's 20 minutes, because I always say I prefer short games. My average loss is 26 minutes. If we go for this season, my average loss is 29 minutes, so if the game goes past like 30 minutes, I tend to lose, actually. I suppose if the game goes to 40 minutes, I tend to lose. And the fastest games, I tend to win. So I tend not to get caught out at the start. And it says like what my win percentage is for various divisions. Unfortunately, at the moment, Don 100 and Paris aren't qualified in this, so they're just put together in unknown division. But once he updates, he said he'd update it because I asked him about it. So in a few days or whatever, he'll update this. And then it's not a case of, oh, I played it before he changed it. It'll be unknown forever. No, this will be split into Don 100 and Paris. And then I'll see what my Don 100 win rate is. And yeah, the most games this season on any single division have been 7th Panzer Division. The reason this is so high is because it's 2 divs, right? I try and play every div, right? So it's interesting it doesn't immediately say which ones haven't been played. So there's 44 divisions here out of 69, so there's 20-something divisions I haven't played in ranked in the last 6 months, but, you know, bite me, sue me. My highest win rate is against 2Y. Apparently I have 17 wins this season against 2Y. I've never lost against 2Y. There's quite a few divisions I've never lost against. My worst win rate, I've got 2 losses and no wins against 35th US. Yeah, for whatever reason, whenever I play against 152 easy, I lose. But in terms of divs I've played a lot against, my worst win rate is, of course, against Ersteland Commando because it's absolutely broken. The most maps, for whatever reason, I play a lot of Mount River. Even though it's supposed to be random, I always get Mount River. Oh no, that's the win percentage. Yeah, even though it's supposed to be random, I get my least favourite map in rotation, Vertigo, most of the time. That's cool. And then global stats, right? So you got to take this with a pinch of salt because it's only the games from people who have downloaded this app and uploaded their things. So it says S tier divisions, and some of them are, yeah, obviously they're S tier, like Ersteland Commando, obviously S tier. But it's going to say things like Berlin Command S tier, and that's because there's one player, Pasta, who plays Berlin Command, and he's one of the best players in the game, and he plays loads of Berlin Command. So it inflates the win rate for that. So don't take this as gospel because it's driven by the number of so a great example is 4th Armored Division is apparently an A tier division, which is nonsense. The reason why that's there is because I play 4th Armored all the time. And you can sort by season, so this is all time. Just for season 4, apply. We have, of course, yeah, so I play a lot of 4th Armored. So it's going to say 4th Armored A tier. It's not actually A tier, right? This is my daily recap. I've lost 15 elo today because I've been playing 35th US. Great. And then, yeah, it says the win rates, win percentages. So the highest win rate of any division of the game submitted is of Curse Osterland Commando. Not sure what 429 is. That's either Paris or Don 100. But like I said, take this with a pinch of salt, right? Because, so for example, 303 tank over 60% win rate. Wow, S tier division. No, it's because it's mainly played by 2 people, Tiberius Rancor and Pauline Skill, both of whom are in like the top 20. So obviously that's going to be high up there. And then you can view individual matchups. So, but once again, it's sorting from this pool. So basically, the more of you download this and use it, And so hopefully after this video goes up, this will become much more accurate because a bunch of you will just go on Steam and just press the button. It's free, right? You don't have to do anything important, right? Leave a positive review, right? Came out the same day, incidentally, as Hearst Hero. Hearst Hero on Steam. 4 reviews, it's bombed. It's funny because I originally said I'd release this on the 31st. And he said he was going to release his game on the 31st. I guess we both got delayed exactly 1 week, which is pretty funny. So yeah, great tool, GR8 tool, and you know I expect everybody on my friends list who plays Warno to use this tool, and then this will become much more useful, right? And then it shows you the global leaderboard, but it's so for example, this is Woe Is Me, but it's not updated his name because he just stopped playing. So like he's not currently called that. Rank 9. I'm going to show you. Look, he's called Woe Is Me. But he played a bunch of Erster to boost his rank, and then he stopped playing, changed his name back so he can show off. Wow, what a great bloke. Anyway, so it shows you your elo against various people, and you can search back. This is actually really useful if you get into a game against some crazy dude who changes his name all the time. Like, check out this guy who has over 69 names. What a loser. What a loser. It's obviously okay when I do it. Then there's this tournament things, which doesn't really make any sense. You can read up on it if you want. It's like you still play Warno ranked, but it's sort of got a kind of tournament thing in it. And then it'll say, like, there's different types of modes, so you can do some kind of challenge thing. So they're not actually tournament tournament games in because they're obviously lobby games, but it's a way you can sort of compete with your friends in a tournament. So Wasney Plus apparently is currently winning the tournament. Classic race to 5 wins, open to everyone. So yeah, that's just a bit of an aside, but yes, very, very useful tool. He's been working on it for a while, so that there was a previous one which wasn't on Steam, and this is the upgrade. So yeah, just view my ranked history. And you can view this, and this is, it's like, who is 3-1 20 minutes? That's Axis, because I can click on him and it'll show you all his the previous names from when he's played against other people who have this app, right? So he obviously doesn't have the app, otherwise it would say he's played a lot more than 83 second Panzergren games. But because I have the app, and I have agreed to upload my stuff into the app, I don't see why you wouldn't. You can view me. Like, anybody who downloads this can view my stats, and you can figure out how to beat me in the tournament. So I guess that's why you probably wouldn't want to. But I think it's a great tool. It's a great tool. Where am I? Need to get to the leaderboard. So yeah, rank 12. Look at all those things I used to call myself. But if you haven't played a game under that name yet against somebody who has this app, then it won't work. So I guess you can still get around this detection tool by just literally changing your name every single game. But yes, in the last few... That can't be right. What? I don't know how this works, because I've obviously had more than 4 mot shots and ranked games, so I'm not sure what that means. It says I've only got 42 games recorded, so I'm not sure. It might be a bit bugged out, because obviously when I check my stats, I've got a lot more than 42 games recorded. But right now it seems to think I only have 42 games. Maybe he just needs to update the server or something, maybe. Because, I've only just downloaded it, so it probably hasn't caught up. Needs a refresh or something, right? So yeah, have fun with that, right? And I'll see you around, GG.